Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. My name's Adam, and this will be SNS 19. So I don't have a whole lot to show you from the shop this week, my shop anyways, and the reason is because we're still under construction, which you can see, and I'll give you guys a little quick update on that, on the status of the ceiling project. We're still heavy into it and still working on it. So like I said, we'll give you a little shot of that. I've got one box this week, some viewer appreciation mail that showed up. We'll pull that over here and check out what's in there. So I've got quite a bit of footage from my day job. I've got a project that I've been working on all week. It's a completely custom hydraulic cylinder build. This is as I said, it's a custom cylinder. I don't think it's one that you can call up a manufacturer and buy it. I think it was made specific for the machine that it goes on, and they don't have a spare. So we made a drawing of the one that we repaired. So I'm actually building this entire cylinder off of a print. And there's a lot to it. There's a lot of components that have to be built. And I'm happy to say that today, today's Friday, I actually finished machining all the parts for this thing. So next week we'll start putting it together, getting it built and tested and painted. So I thought, since I didn't have any work going on in my shop, that I'd take the camera down there and show you guys some of what I had to do down there. And I'm talking about everything. I had to build the barrel, the piston, the rod gland, which is the end that screws into the end of the tube. I had to build a rod, a bronze rod eye, and then there was some other pieces. There's a big steel block that screws onto the rod eye, and then there were some split collars that go onto the rod. So a lot of work and a lot of fun stuff that you guys, I'm sure, would love to see. So I've been filming that, and there's a lot of footage. There was a lot of footage that I took. I probably got over 80 clips on my GoPro there. So I will show you some of that in this video, and it's way too much to put in one video. So I might make one or two follow-up videos shortly after this one for you guys to see the rest of that build. I think you guys will like it. So anyway, let me grab the camera and I'll talk a little bit about the ceiling project. Okay. Well, okay, there it is. That's the progress that we've got done so far. Got the plywood all the way to this point here, and got the insulation up there. There's been a few little pitfalls here and there, some problems that I say it's Harry, the one that's doing the work. He's helping me do this. I'm giving him a hand in the evening whenever I have time. But as probably with most construction, there's sometimes you find things aren't completely square. Rafters aren't completely straight all the way across. They might have moved a little bit, warped. Just like right here. You can see how there's plenty of room here for this side of the board, and you go over and it's almost even. So he's having to deal with problems like that. That board that runs across the top of the blocks is not square. So he had fitment problems on this board over here and having to keep everything square. So it's things like that that you run into once you start doing a project that you have to tend to. This conduit running across the top, this feeds the new panel over here that runs all the machines out here in the back. This that conduit there, where the bend is, it's just a touch too high. So we're going to have to manipulate this conduit down to fit the plywood in there. All right, you can see the insulation. Got the insulation going in. Still got to put it on this side, but it's going to be nice and insulated. And what he is going to do, you can see that it's white. This is a wood primer that he's put up. He's been painting the wood primer on before he puts the board up. And once it's all completely done, he's going to go along the trim, along the bottom. He's going to put a trim board along the bottom side there. And he's also going to caulk all the seams and the wood, and it'll be nice and sealed up. If there's any gaps or holes where conduit has to come up, you know, through the little notches there. We'll put some foam insulation there. And then lastly, we'll actually paint it. So that is the progress of what's going on right now and why I can't actually do any work. Harry's helping me out, you know, but he's also got other good paying jobs that he has to work on during the week some also, just like this weekend. He's going to be working this weekend at another project, so he can't be here this weekend. I told him that's fine. What he's expecting is by next weekend to have all of this finished, hopefully up to, you know, somewhere along right in here, to where, you know, I'll be able to use all the machines and be able to do some work if I want to, you know. And then he'll be up here working on this side, the front side of the shop here. So that's the little update on the ceiling job. It is taking longer than what I had thought and what he had thought it was going to, but it's okay. You know, this is it's a work in progress. I don't have anything in here pushing me right now, maybe except for James Green. I still got to finish his job, and he's patiently been waiting on me to do that. But James, I got you, man. You're next in line. So hopefully in about a week, all this will be forward. The lights will be back up, and I'll be able to start using my machines here again. And then Harry will be on the front side of the shop and kind of out of my way. All right, so I guess that's about it. The shop improvement update. Okay, here's the cylinder I'm working on. I just got this new head gland screwed in there and fitted. And you can see what I got. Here's the tube, and this is the rod gland, the head that screws in there. This is ductile iron, also known as cast iron, and that's just DOM home dyed tubing. Alright, let me get this thing back apart. We'll take a look at it. Alright, I got to establish my center height here for drill a hole to weld this on. Port. There's my setup. And just using a scale and a square butt here. Center will be 11 3/8. Plenty close enough right there. Okay. Drill a 3/4 hole here. Get it in spindle drive.
Okay, here's a shot of some of the parts that I was building for the cylinder, and this is the head gland here. This is a big piece of 9-inch cast that I machined completely. It's threaded. You got an O-ring groove there to seal it, and then it's bored here for V-packing. That's the V-packing. It goes down inside there. And here's the new rod gland. The wiper presses in here. That screws in like so, and compresses the packing there. It'll be down inside the hole like this. They compress the packing. Alright, so that's the head gland. I've still got to drill and tap, put an NPT port here. Here's the piston. I've got it finished. Wear band, 2 lip seals, and then here's the butt plate that I machined and getting ready to weld this in to the end of the tube. And then we got a rod here also that I already machined. There's your piston in. Piston goes on with an O-ring. There's a nut goes behind it. Okay, I got 2 blocks that I got to square up. This is some cold rolled flat bar, 4 by 2.5. I got to make it 3.5 by 3 1/4, and I think 1 7/8 thick. I have to double check my print. So I'm gonna get them squared up using this rough and shell mill, and I've got the block setting in there nice and square using the machine square here. Flatten one side, flip it over, mill it to size. That's a 16th cut there. Got to take an 1/8 inch off of it, those two sides total to bring it to 3 1/4. Okay, I got both blocks stacked in there, bumped down, and we're going to do them both at the same time. Just bring it 3 1/4. No critical measurement. It's just what was on the original. All right, so we got about 47 to come off. So I'll take a little cut here and measure it, and just take it all at one time. Should be close there. We'll do 25. Nice. Well, let's see how close we got her. Showing a half under on that side. Plenty close enough. Alright, 1 over on that side. So we're good to go. Got to do some more milling on the other side now. Okay, I got the block stacked in there. This is 4 inch, and it's got to be 3 1/2. So I've got it set to 1/4 inch. I'm gonna see how that does, and mic it and take one final pass, as long as I'm not getting any chatter. Those rough and hog mills actually do a really good job. They, when they're good and sharp, they slice through that steel like butter. That's 1/4 inch deep, 2 1/2 inch width of cut. Also running 120 RPM and about 2 inch per minute feed rate. What? right.
45 minutes.
So we're gonna go do Hopkins chicken.
Hell yeah. Freaking starving.
Okay. 7:49. I think that's close enough for government work. Get a little hung up there. I'm not just gonna call it. I mean, this isn't a super critical measurement. All right, 7:48 that time. All right, so let's take 248 and we'll call it done. Okay, we got our block squared up good. The last thing that we got to do is bring it to the right thickness. But I milled these to 3.5 and getting about 2 thousandths under on both of them. And about 1 under there. I'm getting between 1 and 2 under, so plenty close to what we're doing here. So I'm going to lay these things down. I'm going to lay them down like this. And we're going to take they're 2.5 now. At 2.5, we got to bring it down to 1 3/4 thick. So actually, I might have to put them on some parallels. All right, getting ready to get this block mill down to 1 3/4. So we got a 3/4 of an inch to take off. It won't cut the whole width, so I'm probably just going to take about half, move it over, take the other half, and we'll do this in 2 cuts. Get a little closer up shot there. Okay, so we should be about 2 1/8. I'm going to use my depth mic. Okay, 2-inch 120. 2-inch 120. We're right on par there. So what I'll do is so that would be 5 thousandths less than 3/8. So we're going to dial in. We're going to dial in 370. We'll go 370. Too far. Okay, that's close enough. Alright, well, we're just going to come back in and we'll do a little bit more cleaning. I'm going to have to wipe the lens off. It's got some coolant on it. Working on this second block here. I'm taking a 1/2 inch depth cut now. That'll leave me with a 1/4 inch come off. chips flying. I should have made me up a little chip guard to put over here behind it, but I didn't. I just had to sweep her up. Got the first block milled to size. I still got to hit it on the belt sander. Okay, got the blocks milled, so that's going to be the mounting lugs. I machined this spacer. It's 2.5 inches long and got it clamped square. I used the board mill table and pulled them up square, tighten the clamp up, and I've got it centered on there. The hole is in line with the port here, so I just got to sew it up. Okay, I've got one pass around using a 1/8 rod, and what I'll do is I'm going to go around it again and put one more pass on top of this, kind of flow it in there and make it heavier, put a little more weld bead on it. And then that'll be done, and then we can just set it up and drill it and bore it. Okay, there's the second pass all the way around the lugs. Alright, so we're ready for some drilling and boring now.
Okay, so our viewer mail from this week comes to us from Eric Course, and he is from Wake Forest, North Carolina. And Eric sent me a message about a week ago or so and said that he had some taps that he didn't need and asked if I wanted them. I said, yeah, man, send them to me. So he did. And what we got here is a bunch of what I call odd size taps. And a lot of them are like extra fine and sort of the sizes that you don't see every day, that you don't use every day, but every now and then you got a use for. So we got a big handful of them here. And so this one is a 1 5/16 32, and they all still have the peel coat on them. All right, this one is a 1 3/16 18. That's a Union Butterfield, and the other one, that's a Union Butterfield. I think most of them are all right. This is a Greenfield. This is an 1 1/4 32. This one here is really short. 1 7/16 18. All right. Here is another 1 7/16 18, made by Greenfield Tap and Die. All right, we got a. This is another one. This is 1 5/16 18. I'm trying to remember now that I think that video I did last year of the I think it was called 2s per sample. I made those two little aluminum threaded plugs. I think that was what this size was here. 1 5/16 18. I'll have to go back and check. All right, we got one more here. This is 1 1/4 32, Greenfield Tap and Die. And then we got another one here. This is made by Swanson. Is a 1 20 Cobalt M42. And it looks like it's got a pilot there machined on the end of it. I got a few other taps like this in a bucket over there when I was going through my drills. So lots of very cool taps. So thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. As I've said before, having this kind of stuff is handy and it's valuable. So I've got a bin over there on the wall that's already got a bunch of odd size taps, extra fine, just pitches that you don't normally use. So these will go in that bin over there, and when you run into a job where it's not something a normal tap, you run over there and you try to see if you got one. So again, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll put them to good use here in the future. So all right, that's about it for today's viewer mail.
So here we are at Mom's. Got her a couple ferns for Mother's Day she wanted. I think Keely's here too, so go inside and say hello. Well, happy Mother's Day.
Well, thank you.
I made it.
Good, I'm glad.
I got you on for your fans.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Okay,
So,
we got the pork chop in the Rita, and
oh yeah, there's the
Yeah.
new mugs that Chad Prince made.
and we want to send him a thank you, but Fernando said, let's send him a picture of us too, so he'll know what we look like.
I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
Pork chop.
Uh-huh.
That's for Fernando, and then
That's what Sister Helen calls him, pork chop.
well, hey, we got one more for you right here. That's from Ken Bartlett. He made that for you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, how nice.
Oh.
Damn. Oh my gosh, how beautiful.
Find something to write on.
Yes, baby.
Hey, it works.
Nice. And he put a diamond in it too? Oh, tell him he didn't have to do that now, but I like it.
That's from Ken.
Oh, thank you,
He
Ken.
he made Lisa one also.
He
and
did?
He made Lisa, Atlanta, and you one, and I already
Oh,
given them theirs.
nice.
So I forgot to give it to you last time you were at the house there.
Oh, that is so sweet. You've got some good friends.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice guys all around the world.
There are.
So I wanted to bring that, and I wanted to get you on camera.
Oh, okay.
So what are you cooking over here?
I have got a turkey in the oven and dressing.
Turkey and dressing,
I've got corn
corn.
on the cob. I've got a pot of turnips. I've got a pot of pole beans and potatoes.
Okay.
I made a spice apple pound cake.
Man, that sounds good.
Chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal cookies, a cherry delight.
You got cherry delight also,
Uh-huh.
and my favorite homemade gravy.
Yep, giblet gravy. Let's see, what
Hey.
else? And I'm going to make some cornbread.
There's Keely.
Baby Keely, tell Uncle Adam hey.
How you doing?
Adam.
I got you on camera. See. Say hey. Come on, you can say it. Just act like I'm not even here. All right. So
So the turkey and the dressing's in the oven.
all right, cool.
Almost
we're
ready.
gonna be eating good today. So
Yeah, and the pork chop is out by the fire pit, burning.
oh, there he is.
Paper.
There's Nando.
Yeah.
Let me go out there and say hey to him real
Okay.
quick. I'll get him on camera too.
Okay.
What you doing, man?
Hey,
Hey,
cleaning the grill. How you doing, Adam?
I got you on camera.
Oh, I see that.
Cleaning the grill.
Yeah, me and your mom cooked a couple steaks last night.
Okay.
I was actually wishing for that stainless steel cleaner that you set me up with. I left it at the shop.
Oh yeah.
I don't have it here.
I was trying to remember if I gave it to you. but-
Yeah, you did. And I told your mom, I said, yes, Dad.
Yeah, that's what you need for that grill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dadgum, you got a fire going too?
Yeah, it's 80 degrees and I got a fire going.
Yeah.
Nuts. We were just cleaning
They
up.
love their fires. All right, well, hey, I was just getting everybody on camera.
I hear you. Well, I'm not in my best form here.
It don't matter.
Hot and sweaty. It's in Florida.
All right, we're gonna go eat some dinner.